Hi guys and girls, Brett's Builds here, and today we're going to have a look at my Lego room. As some of you may know, there was a bit of a democracy in my household not so long ago, and I got my original Lego room back. Ever since then, I've had the Lego community ask me for a video, so I'm going to do my best to run through this and give you a little look of what I've got and what I do and how I do. I don't know if the video is going to make it to the full 5 or 6 minutes like was requested, but we shall see how we go. With that, let's start with the Lego room. First and foremost, we've got my good pal, the Clicking Cliff, and my good pal, Doc Sampson. There's some packages due to go out in the next couple of days. They've got to go to the post office and be dealt with. But we're starting off at this end of the room because this is where my build table is. As you can see, I have some orange stackers that were donated by a late friend, and ever since I've acquired these stackers and these plastic cups that you can get at any cheap store for about $1 for about 20, they're throwaway. I use them for Lego, for sorting. It helps me. So we've got them orange containers, and they've made life so much easier for me as a builder because I separate all my bricks. What we've got here is a little skull purchase that I purchased the other day when I was at my local Lego store, because unlike other YouTubers, I don't go to the big Lego stores. In the UK, we don't have the stores that they have in the US and in other countries, so I make do with Facebook, eBay, friends. I have a lot of good friends. A lot of people have helped me along the journey with this castle. Too many to list, but every one of them know that you mean something special to me because you've took part in this, my crazy build. But yes, let's carry on because I'll end up babbling. So you got a couple of trolls there, and the smaller dragons I will try to turn to give you a bit of a better view. Again, figures in cups for doing layouts, bricks to be sorted, green plates, the normal stuff. A pile of mess, because I wouldn't be a Lego builder if I didn't have a pile of mess. Current work in progress, which is a mock, and if I bring you down you can sort of see I'm playing with greebling and stairs and barricades, and I like to tinker. I'm definitely an eccentric Lego builder. Right, shall we move over? Now here we have the boat section. Again, my good friend Charlie Bluegrass Bricks, he's been a saviour with helping me with boat pieces and stuff I can't mention enough. My good friend Bricksloff for the vintage, very vintage knights that are all on the first Viking ship that I customised up. Didn't really have an idea, just started building and stopped when I thought it looked good. Finally we have the galleon. I've slowly started work on it, but again, pieces. All three of these are made in what we call the brittle brown, and yes, I find if I'm delicate with it, I don't tend to have any breakages. Right, we're going to move over. I have a little Lord of the Rings set here, and again a couple more of the vintage base plates. This little Lord of the Rings set I think I got for about £20 from my local Lego store. And this base plate up the back here where the islanders are was a gift from my good friend Hoosier Bricks. As you can see, look, Hoosier, there's a tree on it. Tree. Then we have the tavern. Again, a custom mock made by me in brown. And on top of it, we've got an Elves dragon that I got for Easter. Because believe it or not, I don't enjoy chocolate. I'm going to move on because I've got a cup of tea and I wouldn't like it cold. So I hope you don't mind. We've got a couple of catapults down here. One being a Ninjago one I picked up in the bulk, and a few others. We have various carts and things for the catapult. Down here we have the temporary potion shop, the cart from the medieval blacksmith, otherwise known as Hoosier's Nightmare. Again, we have the potion shop with the dragon, and I'll bring you in. There's a little wizards consortium there having fun. We've also got the Nexo Knights outside the 3-in-1 castle, which again was a gift from my good pal, the Clicking Cliff. Yeah, it's definitely, as you can see, I've got to show you, green wizard, blue wizard. Yeah, I love every figure that everybody sends me. They all get included. Miss Hayley, Hoosier, I do love a story and a little bit of role play. But we move over. As you can see, some of the dressage horses are there. Because of planning and cleaning and whatnot, I didn't get much time to put the figures on the horses. But yeah, there's a medieval blacksmith. On the top, I don't know if you can see him there, you've got an assassin plotting to come over to the castle. Right, you will have to excuse my tea, and the light might be a little bit bright, so I will try my best to keep it out of the camera. But I started building these slopes the other night on the Clicking Cliff stream, I believe. On either side we have a horse and carriage from the Fantastic Beasts set. We have a couple of grass base plates outside the front of the castle, and I know the light isn't brilliant, I apologise, but if you look, there's barrels in the corner, both sides, the trees are identical, there's 2 knights standing there on the front, and then we move into the big castle. The bane of my life for the last 2 years. This thing has been rebuilt more times than I care to mention. I've built it up, I've built it down, I've built it left, I've built it right. It sits on 3 incredibly large base plates inside. Then again, I think I have 5 or 6 smaller base plates in the front section. But to give you an all angles view, I've currently been building houses into the castle. Now, I've never been one for interiors, so this is a new step for me, but I'm having fun with it. And I don't know if you can see, but there will be a house there. One of them belongs to Yeti, and the other one I believe might be for a wizard. But another thing we've got in here is I've got a little animal stall, and yes, the Brickable Cow, I am sorry, you are for sale. Okay. I just built this myself the other night, little custom mock, just for someone to sell animals. And again, horses, you've got all your horses there. Here we have the King and the Queen, again protected by a couple of man-at-arms, and there's some knights and a fountain in the middle. And to this side we have a couple of horses and a very special wizard that I got from my good friend Reed Hopecastle, who does Friday Night Bricks. If you haven't watched him, please go over and say hello, because yeah, he helped me out amazingly with the castle when I was first starting out. Bricks for Chris as well. Bricks for Chris was everybody's been amazing. I'd be here for a month if I had to list everybody, and I don't think I could do it, to be fair. There's too many of you. But we're going to turn it round, and as a little bit of a final punt, you often see this on the live streams. We have the King and Queen visiting from Cliff's Castle, and you have Miss Hayley as a special guest to the King and the Queen. You have the Jester in the background, just because he's always everywhere. There is an arachnid in the background there, but he is just transportation for the King and Queen. We have a couple of forest men there, one from my good friend Ozzy Adam, and again one from my good friend MJ Bay. We also have a couple of jokers in here, because everybody knows that I'm the Joker. That's why my logo is the Joker. Right, finally, before I end this video, I'm just going to give you a little look at where I sit. I have my own chair. I have a couple of drawer stacker sitting there. Let my camera refocus with the Furby, of course, with the Furby. And yeah, I have, in the top drawer, I have light bluish grey. In the middle drawer, I have brittle brown. And in the bottom drawer, I have correspondence from all my friends abroad, every letter, everything y'all have sent me. I keep it all on sentimental and silly like that. Moving on, we have the PC that's got issues, the one that's broke, the one that caused me grief. So what I done, if you can't beat them, join them. Before we switch over to the other PC, I just want to say there's my little Duplo friend, Hoosier Bricks. And that's my Ceph signal for Cephy Bureau, my good friend. When I need him, I put that signal out and he sees it in America and he comes online for me. Finally, we're going to turn over. Oh, we've got to get a bit of focus there. I've got my logo up on the screen and I have the new Stream computer. And the Stream computer's there again. I have a stacker here with bricks for the castle. And on the top here, I'm going to show you, you've got my good friend Bricksloth and my sick fig. Finally, we've got the Hoosier Bricks poster of my good buddy Hoosier Bricks. He knows I love him, even though I give him grief all the time. You know, he is an amazing builder. Miss Hayley too, you know. And on that note, that reminds me, Miss Hayley, if you haven't gone over to Miss Hayley's channel and subscribe, please go over there and subscribe, because I'd love to see her get to 1,000. I've been your host, Brett's Builds, and this has been a little tour of my Lego room. I hope you all like it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.